There is an ancient proverb.
The pupil is ready, the master will appear. It will take dedication, it will take time.
This is Desiree Duvernay welcoming you to Nelson Medicine. Little lecture about reincarnation. Imprudent people think they're a body that has a soul. Wiser people know that you are a soul and you have a body. Past lives are definitely real. A distinct, detailed memory of them is rare, though. The soul is real. It transcends death. For some weak-minded people, the soul dissipates fragments easily. Some souls get caught in their own emotional attachments and struggle, and the struggles can trap them into loops. These post-death spiritual traps can become their own hell. Some souls get free from attachment, delusion, and reach nirvana. Some souls get free from attachment and delusion and decide to stay and teach and come back and teach. They're called bodhisattvas. Not everybody is reincarnated. Not everyone has significant past lives. Most people have small or no significant past lives connections at all. Nobody is 100% reincarnated completely. William James told us that to prove that there's a white crow, we only need one. To prove reincarnation, we only need one, and we've shown that there's proof of thousands of cases. I will be discussing the background today in this lecture. The hardware of the brain is only a small part of the soul. As we grow and live, there's a constant decay of cells, rebuilding of cells every day, some dying, some being reborn. And yet memory maintains. The chemicals in the brain are completely different after every 7 years. But the memories, emotion patterns, conditioning, psychology, your personality, not perfectly, but it does remain consistent. A computer needs some parts being replaced from time to time, but the software is consistent. The hardware is just the dwelling. The body is just the dwelling of the soul. Our brain is not a binary computer, but a trinary one. We live in a world of material, external reality. We also have a dream state world of separate internal reality. Time and space are not fixed entities. Thinking can alter them. The human mind is entwined with a collective unconsciousness of all humanity. This links the ancestral, innate human knowledge, universal preconscious psychic dispositions, and archetypes to each of our minds. Our mind chooses from a variety of styles for molding, growing, developing personality. These images patterns can be influenced by mental energy forms from our ancestors. We can expand our consciousness to encompass the car we're driving. We feel the car from the outside. We can see the energy. We can expand our consciousness. It becomes more easy to understand reincarnation. As we grow, we build neural networks to maintain memory, motivation, belief, construction, perceptions, more. Our psychology starts to choose archetypal images. Your mind develops a different way as the currents of life sweep you in different directions. The Greek word physics for created order was an idea of a physical reality. In Buddhism, the Dharma meant a cosmic law order. Karma entwined and it's unpredictable. Our perceived reality sweeps us in many directions. We should act by the laws of nature to avoid major suffering. The Tao is the unconditional, unknowable source and principle of reality. The process of nature's flow, change, harmony, life. Our path of our lives are constantly faced with decisions, how to proceed. Physics, Dharma, Karma, the Tao, the physical reality, all unpredictable. Present obstacles, challenges, opportunities, and needs. We decide which needs are important, which needs we need to fulfill. Each path has some joy, each path has some sadness. Every path has surprises. Our path is lighter if we take it lightly. If we listen to the guidelines of the 10 Commandments, the living right principles of the Dharma, we can develop ways to meet our needs. We plan ways to move forward, achieving them with our emotion. The blend of our emotion and patterns of how we use them is influenced by archetypal instinct. But you see, just like if you go see a good movie, a movie can change your life. It's a story. In fact, the path of your life is shaped by stories, experiences, and those experiences become stories. A past life is just like a good movie, a good story. It sticks with you, sharpens your life. The actions, emotions, and interests of your favorite character in the movie affects you. Parables, stories, fables, legends, myths, historical deeds, all shape our lives for most of our past lives. They're just like these stories influence. We have certain foods where we like certain foods, certain clothes, certain ideas, certain places. You see, all this can come to us from a past life, just like it can come to us from a movie. The subtle influence is there. We need not make our past lives any more important than a good movie. As time goes by, we embody them and we forget about them, we think less and less. To more than half the world's population, reincarnation is a very real thing. The observer effect in quantum physics tells us we can slightly alter the world with our minds. With focus and training, we can learn to increase our ability to affect things. We need patience, perseverance, positivity, precision. I name my children after this. We can accumulate power and energy with non-judgmental, focused awareness. We all suffer from time to time. We suffer because we want things different. The more we want different, the more we suffer. If we train our minds to change what we can and accept what we cannot, we can reduce the suffering. We must face and tame the evils of excess greed, excess arrogance, surplus anger, hatred, over-attachment to delusions and false belief, excess selfishness, self-worship, and other destructive negative emotions. As we develop our mind, our soul develops more power. The energy of the software of our soul becomes more robust and potent. We either feed the positive or the negative spirit. We make good or bad karma. When we die, our brain hardware fails and the energetic software of our soul continues. The God consciousness within us judges us. We are always our own worst critic. They say that life passes in front of us at the near death, and we will judge ourselves harshly and determine whether our life is good or bad. After death, we will subject ourselves to many trials to determine to release our attachments from the sins and delusions. As time, we call these challenges bardo. Bardos happen in life, but extreme bardos after death to tempt and challenge you, to trap you. If you're caught in a bardo, you will not reincarnate. You'll be trapped. Some people are trapped in a conflict bardo loop lasting centuries. Some become hungry ghosts. If we survive the trials and challenges, we can eventually get to our next life, maybe see the moment of our next conception. Everyone born gets a new developing brain based on DNA, the chemical. We get the epigenetic energy from our parents. Reincarnation does not transmit through DNA. Reincarnation is not a chemical event, it's an energetic event, spiritual event. No one's personality is 100% reincarnated. Old soul personality is the best. It's a piggyback onto the person's mind. This piggyback is most often subtle, so a verifiable reincarnation story is rare. Most of the time, as a new person grows, this past life personality just fades away. Past lives are definitely real. A distinct, detailed memory of them is rare. The soul is real. It transcends death. For weak minds, it dissipates easily. Some souls get caught in their own emotional attachments, and that becomes their own hell. Some souls get free from attachments, delusions. They reach nirvana, and they can release suffering. Some souls get free from attachments and delusions and decide to return to this reality to teach. And we call them bodhisattvas. So as we understand more about reincarnation, this transfer of this spiritual energy, it is real. Most of the people of the world believe this because it is taught and they've experienced this. So as we say, I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am flicks. We created intellectual angel movies to help give you this perspective. And at Immune, at the International Medical University, we've tried to be able to capture a wide variety of energies that you will use in medicine. It's very important for us to understand reincarnation is a reality, and it can impact our patients. Rene Descartes, shown here, and he came up with a perspective how he could tell that he was alive. I think, therefore I am, he said. We have to recognize that as we look into the Buddhist philosophy, we will see more than just thinking, the spirit, more than words, is beneath the words there are powers, and that there is an innate soul, an ancestral energy being transferred through a collective unconsciousness to people. It's called past lives reincarnation, and it comes to us, and now we need to understand it more in Eastern and Western society joining together.